Hello and welcome back to my channel. Sir Floofy here with some more Vampyr. Um, so I think we were following a trail from the dead guy that we found at the tavern. He was like the guy who was drunk and the tavern guy refused to serve him or something, and he was found dead on a boat, right? I honestly can't remember. It's been a few days, about a week since I played this, so hopefully I remember most of the controls. This is my Vampyr sense. Okay, let's yeah, I think we're good. Still having the light issue. Not sure why that hasn't been fixed yet, but okay. There's a guy right there. I'm just gonna run past him. No point in engaging him right now. Okay, blood.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
No. I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
Oh dear God, not again.
I found a used scythe. Two-handed weapon and press. Scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Okay.
William, please stop.
Just a sip, I promise. You won't.
Okay, so something. Obviously, we can hear people over there. How do I equip this gun? This weapon? Cannot remember.
You're my...
Hold on. Switch melee weapon, okay.
last and dearest friend.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
Okay, so why is it not letting me equip that then? So... am I missing something here? G? T. Okay.
Will, please, let go of me.
Okay, so it's not letting me equip it though, that's the problem.
Oh my God, William.
Don't know why it's not allowing me to equip the weapon. I can switch my firearm.
I can't stand it anymore.
Okay, so that's weird. I'm not sure why it's not letting me do that. But oh well.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
You're my only friend.
I know you're hurt.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
What the fuck? Guess this is a boss fight right here. How do I... Alt, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot all my controls. Here we go. How do I do the bite? Is it F? No. I don't remember how to do my bite so I can get more blood. character. Oh, that's how I change. Okay. Claws. Bite. How do I use it? I don't remember how to use my bite. Has the hard biting right there. Oh well. Screw it. Shoot him. Oh god. Screw you. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Well then.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat, and we can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
So we're not the only vampires here. Apparently, quite a few others.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
I need to figure out how to do the bite again. Okay. Is it that? It might be 5. Now that I think about it. Although I don't seem to have an actual ultimate, that's the thing. So it might just be 5. Because I cannot remember for the life of me right now. Where's the tutorials and everything? If it has any. Oh well. I'll figure out eventually. This camera is very fast at times. Got an achievement unlocked. Okay. Is it gonna be like dialogue or something?
Where are we headed?
There we go.
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Okay.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Blood transfusions.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay. Got some clean clothes on. We're now employed.
It's locked, all right.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Okay.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Uh-oh.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Bastard, give me a good Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay. So I can mesmerize people.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Okay. So the more hints we discover about them, the more XP we get. But if we embrace them and eat them or drink their blood, we get a consequences, I suppose, problems.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Gonna kill me? No, you're dead. Okay. Some springs, okay. That's good for modding. Modding the weapons. Did I... Yeah, I did that again. Oops. Get rid of those.
A life to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Okay. Getting some loot for the modification of weapons and such. That's kind of cool. Some aluminum powder. So this must be the hospital.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
She's all like standing awkwardly. She's like, I don't know, just like the stance she has right there. She's like so timid or something.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Liar. Okay. Well, looks like all the information I can get from her.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Dr. Swansea asked me to connect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Hold on, I'm exploring, ma'am. You don't rush things like this, okay? It's a game that you're supposed to take in all the aesthetics. Okay, fine.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Excuse me.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
It's time to talk to people and get to know our surroundings, I suppose.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Back in the day when women couldn't be doctors and stuff.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Once more unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
You're exhausted.
No.
You've nothing to...
I am perfectly...
Oh, so I can't change what I said. Okay, that sucks. I'm not used to that. Most games will allow you to, like, go through a dialogue option and try and, like, you know, select a different answer to it so you can see that's really cool. I kind of like that. Is there all required hints? Okay. So I can
Goodbye,
get out of
Dr.
view for now.
Tippett.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks. The ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
So this guy might be a... Oh, he's a traitor.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Okay, so... Let's see what he's got. Milton shotgun. I have 91, okay. So I don't really have anything to sell right now. Well, maybe. No, I want to use that stuff for upgrading my weapons. I could use some shotgun shells and some bullets though. Getting some lag there. Buy some shotgun cells. So now we have 6 out of 6. We could use some regular bullets. He's only got 2 of those though. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna end it here for now.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that
See,
Canada fellow.
so we made it to the hospital and we killed another vampire. Named Clay, I believe. Well, we didn't kill it. That girl killed it. I wonder who that is. But we learned a little bit more about ourselves, and yeah, hopefully we can help the people here too. All right. Well, praise Odin. Take care.